What did you find rewarding in learning about action research? One thing that I felt good about action research was when I finally realized that I could do it myself and then I could make an effective, informed change on the data that I collected. I didn't need a team of scientists or university students helping me, that I could do this and that it was directly affect my professional practices and the way that I do my job. What did you find challenging in learning about action research? Um, Actually understanding the difference between what action research was and what traditional research was. I had an idea of what traditional research was, but I really did not know what action research was. I knew that I was supposed to be using evidence-based practice in my job, but I didn't know the practical way to do that. And that once I figured that out, then I felt like it was easier, but getting to that point was a little bit of a challenge. Who do you think, how do you think you might apply what you've learned in the future? Do you foresee any difficulties in applying what you've learned? Well, I think that action research is a lot like collaboration, that it is a best practice, that you need to do it. And one of the difficulties I couldn't foresee is maybe not enough time in the school year, not enough time to fit it in. So I think the way to overcome that would be just to make it a priority and make it, um, more times you do it, the more times it will become easier, and then it will just be part of what you do. All right, looking back on the course, imagine you had a do-over. What would you do differently? I think I would have probably participated in more office hours. I think just actually talking in that type of setting, really it's just messaging back and forth, gives you some clarification on things, and it also allows you to connect with people even though that are going through the same thing in the class. Um, but overall, I think I did a good job preparing. Um, I turned in all my drafts, and I think that's a good thing. I think learning is a process anyway, and nobody's going to be perfect. Looking back on your proposal, do you have a do-over? What would you do differently? Um, at first, I thought my proposal was a little too simple, but then I realized that's okay. Uh, if I had to do it differently, I would probably maybe add a few more things to it instead of just one little thing. Um, but I feel as a starter project that it was a good thing to get you started, that you have to build up, and you can't do something large all at once, that it's better to start out small and then progress there. As I build my confidence in using action research and implementing action research, I think it's important to feel comfortable and confident as well as to take some risk. So I just thank you for the time. I thought Library 612 was very different. It was hands-on. We had to learn through doing, which I really liked. And it's a different style of learning rather than you read first and learn through collecting information. I felt like it was more doing and then learning as you collect the information. So thank you.